Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to our Sunday, or whatever day you're watching it, if you're watching it after it airs, Waterdeep game. Let's see. Pre-game announcements. Once again, our ambient soundtracks brought to you by Sirenscape. The link is still above Scotty's head. It is $23.99 every 2 months, and you get all of the fantasy, sci-fi, and board game soundtracks they have, and all the new ones. They got stuff for Dragon Heist, Dungeon of a Mad Mage, Out of the Abyss, Ghost of Saltmarsh.
Oh, do they have Ghost of Saltmarsh now?
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they have any others yet. I haven't checked. Because
They also have a shitload of stuff for Pathfinder.
yes. Though the odd thing is the app and the online, I didn't know they had like Out of the Abyss and stuff because they're not really advertising it. You gotta like knowingly search for it. I found it by accident, so just
You can stumble upon them accidentally, too.
You know,
yeah, they got all.
if you
It's pretty cool.
so, do they have like spore servants marching around or anything like that for Out of the Abyss?
I don't know. I haven't checked out full soundtrack since I'm not playing it.
Okay,
Um,
I'm
Yeah,
sure they
the-
got like an ambiance, like sounds of madness in your head because that adventure deals a lot with getting madness.
I know the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, last time I checked, was only the first 10 levels. They haven't finished it because they normally do it in chunks. Because I'm guessing they're like, we only need to do it in chunks because it's going to take a while for people to get through the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have to get all the wonderful voice actors. Sorry,
It's great.
some people
We
just
talk
phone
about
it in. Like Meryl's. Anyway.
I'm trying to remember his name. The purple guy.
Oh, Zablov.
Yeah, he was great. Definitely not the purple guy from FNAF. Very different guy, I assume. We don't actually know anything about Sublove, do we?
You visited him that one time and
Yeah.
never really returned.
Anywho,
I still have
what
his
the hell
vest.
are we doing in this game?
Mm-hmm. Oh, in
I
this
thought
game.
you gave it to one of the kids.
Yeah. So
okay.
I guess we still have the vest.
So
It's theirs.
last-
They have the vest.
let's see.
You give it to a
Last
kid,
week,
it's theirs.
You guys harvest a dragon, harvest a treasure, made it back to Waterdeep, and were trying to sell stuff. Had some potential buyers. You had Embrick, who wanted it for a gift, because you can make some armor out of it.
Embrick offered us 9,500 for it.
You had a not shady at all fellow who wanted the whole thing, no negotiation, whatever price you said, he was willing to go.
I think he offered us 20K in platinum.
Maybe not 20K, but it was definitely higher than anybody else.
I must have been really tired yesterday at the end of the session because I wrote down 20K in platinum, halfling Finn, and I tried to write scary, but I wrote scray.
Oh, well,
It's very
if
strange.
you wrote it down, that's fine. I thought you were trying to pull a fast one on Kevin.
It might have been gold.
No, I wrote it
and
down.
It might have been 20K, 20,000 gold, but he pay you in platinum. So 2,000 platinum.
I think that's what it was.
You were just watching it last, like,
I didn't
2
get
hours
to
ago.
that part. I had like 15 minutes to watch it.
I
And
assume.
then you went to, that's our day at the Wizards of Pay,
Mm-hmm.
and we're thinking about an
Oh, yeah.
exchange between things since he does not have a lot of liquid currency because he just doesn't deal with a lot of liquid currency because not as many
Okay.
people buy stuff of that value. And it's also smart for a storekeeper not to keep a ton of cash on them. 'Cause-
Desert Day
Yeah.
offered us 2 of the following potions: a potion of Cloud Dragon Strength, a potion of Supreme Healing, or a potion of Flying, and 1 of the following magic items: a Dwarven, a full plate, a Rod of Alertness, or a Staff of Thunder and Lightning. In exchange for the everything else we have left of the dragon.
You also had
Oh,
I
didn't
believe
somebody
it
have
was-
the skull?
Wanjet bought the... Was it Wanjet or was it the other one?
He bought the eyes.
Wadjet
and something
bought the
else.
eyes and the eyes and the brain.
The brain, that's right.
I think all the other buyers wanted the whole kit and caboodle.
If we could have
And you only
harvested,
had one person so far with the 2 horses, who was the meat delivery guy who wanted to turn the 2 decrepit horses into glue, horse string, and meat.
I mean, that's its uses. Oh yeah, the creepy guy also wanted to know that payment was much higher than the others because he also wanted to know where the rest of it was at. Where we left
Yeah,
it.
we had talked about maybe going back for the rest.
Dragon's
But-
blood.
I would like to vote in favor of that plan.
Patience was really against paying this guy, working with that guy because he realized that I think it was Patience.
No, I was really hesitant, but patient. Okay, we'll go in character. I was really hesitant, but he is offering them the highest amount of pay.
I thought you were like super against it because you were definitely convinced he was evil though.
As long as he doesn't pay with those coins he was talking about.
Were they some kind of slaver currency or something?
I've heard of these coins of the damned. We don't want one, let alone a few more of them.
Or do they turn you into a zombie, or you look like a skeleton by moonlight, or what?
I'm gonna roll a
Or it's
religion
just
check.
ethically horrible.
I'm gonna roll a religion check for Patience to see how much of this he knows. These are soul coins. They're souls of the damned, forged by the archdevil of greed into coins of iron from the hells.
Oh yeah, no, that's nothing we want to be fucking with.
Cool.
Meanwhile,
Cool.
at the bar, look at all these coins.
I've heard it's rumored that if you touch one, you damn yourself to hell as well. But that might be church propaganda. Who knows?
Should we maybe be talking to a religious organization about whether or not to drive out somebody like this from the city? It can't be good for him.
It's a lot easier said
I
than done.
mean,
They're usually
technically
pretty
he
sneaky.
hasn't broken any laws. Is the
Exactly.
thing. Like it's morally complicated, but legally, I don't think he's done anything wrong.
I'm not 100% for certain, but I feel like trafficking in souls is very definitely against the bylaws of Waterdeep.
He never said it outright. He just said.
Of course he fucking wouldn't.
He just said different currencies. We have no evidence on him. It would not hold up in court.
And if he worships devils,
they're
he's probably
they're-
gonna have some pretty good lawyers.
They're crafty like that. So I think we should just avoid them because if you take out one, the others you'll be on their list.
That's the other thing. I wrote down. He worships dragons. I think we did establish that.
Wait,
That we were like, that's maybe.
Also note, you are pretty sure the coins he was talking about from Avernus was one of the ones he paid at the bar, and they were not a soul coin.
But they do
yeah,
have.
that's right. It had Tiamat.
It has Tiamat on the back, and we're like,
Yeah, a
maybe not
5-headed
the
dragon
best.
on one side and a skull on the other side.
Maybe
Well,
not the best idea to sell
Patience
the
in-
body.
Patience in character probably thinks it's a soul coin, so he puts it into a box with lead lining on it.
Probably not the best idea to sell the body to a dragon worshipping cult that might be able to, I don't know, raise it into a zombie dragon.
Why would they do that?
To control
Will the
it?
zombie dragon ping off of the dragon law?
It's
Because
a
is it
charming
an
compulsion that
undead
keeps
or is
them
it
away.
a dragon? So it might not. Is it mindless? I don't know.
Most undead are mindless.
They went to art school.
And it's more if you're controlling the dead body that's animated, and less of it having a soul inside.
Well, I think it depends on what kind of spell they use to animate it, doesn't it? I mean, if you use the right kind of magic, don't they become kind of autonomous undead?
Yeah.
So, like, on one hand,
I believe it's a art school
really
application.
like the idea of that 20K. On the other hand, I feel like the entire city would kind of hate us if we accidentally were the reason that a zombie dragon showed up to, raise the city. So maybe let's take that guy off of the list.
Well, I do better against undead, and we already killed it once. So if it shows up again, we'll just kick its ass again. And then we'll kick his ass.
I mean, that's valid, but, like, cultists are usually, like, a big organization.
Yeah, and then we'll kick his friends'
And
asses.
we've
if they
already
intervene.
pissed off 2 evil organizations in the city. And it went really poorly for us. The Black Network and the Xanathar Guild.
No, the Xanathar, you got paid
Shady.
back. Yeah. They took
Shady
some of Ross's hair.
organizations.
Left a little bald spot for a bit.
Hey, Rogh, that reminds me. I saw another you at the store the other day. No, I'm kidding.
Anywho.
He had a very evil-looking goatee for some reason. What's the evilest instrument?
Electric guitar?
The pipe organ?
And he had a pipe organ.
Yeah, pipe organ.
He was carting around a church organ in his back?
Yes.
Hold on, guys.
Or like
I'll inspire you later.
What's a really big? Is the cello the really big one?
Well, there's so the cello is like the mid-sized
triangle.
That's pretty fucking evil.
That's the most evil one.
He had this tiny little object, and it had like a little face in the bottom, and it looked like a big note with a tail on it. That was the evilest instrument.
It's true. It is true.
What happened if you crossed an automaton with a behelit? I don't want to find out.
I don't know, but I'm still debating on getting the guitar-sized one that actually plugs in the amp.
You know, putting your hand over the camera doesn't actually... Okay.
It's a joke.
But anyway, so we still have that ad in the newspaper, so we could wait another day or so to see if anybody else responds to us. And it did occur to me that I just started going through the chest and made Chester barf up the rest of the stuff that we got. And we have a bunch of other shit that we might probably not be using. So we could see if Thazarday wanted to buy some of that stuff off of us, or other people wanted to.
Wizards of Pay.
Did the creepy guy give us like, hey, let me know at this place kind of thing?
I think he said he'd send us a paper bird.
No, I think Bosun would return in a day or two to see if you accept it.
Okay.
Because if you accept it, they can bring you the money and carry off the carcass at once.
Yeah.
How big was the remainder of the carcass?
It was huge size.
What we didn't get.
I don't know.
We didn't take the bones, the meats, the guts, and the blood, so a lot.
It was a huge, so it's like, what, elephant size? Still bigger than that?
Yeah.
We're going to need a much bigger cart.
We need a bigger boat.
No, we're going to need a caravan.
I feel I should point out at this time...
I sell these horses quite yet. Huh?
I said I feel I should point out right now that I do know how to use a teleportation circle. We can cut the thing into quarters, and it's a 10-foot diameter casting circle, so we can just teleport whole chunks of the damn thing back to Waterdeep.
How often can you do
that? Well, let me see here. I can do 2 a day. It takes about a minute at a time.
I mean, after a 10-day or two, we might get everything.
I think you could do it in 2 days if it's a huge-sized creature, and I have a 10-foot radius of a casting circle, and you quarter the beast. I should be able to do 4 castings.
How long does it stay open?
Well, it's instantaneous, but anybody that wants to go with it should climb on top. Yes.
Where would we put
the idea being that we would have somebody there at the New Alum College to receive our little bounty, and take ownership, and then send it for processing.
Should one of
us
us
also know certain things, if you cutting into it, might reduce its value?
Well, I simply can't take the whole thing at once, so take it.
I mean, is it possible to take it all at once?
Not with this magic.
Very carefully. I can levitate it.
You can levitate a huge size?
Wait, no,
object?
I can't. Sorry. That's only for me. My bad. Levitate does not specify the size. Just one target.
But yours is from the invocation?
But mine's evocation. I can only cast it on myself.
So hear me out. A shitload of tensors floating discs.
A tensor what?
You need a lot of casters to cast them.
What's a tensor?
Fuck if I know, but I've heard it was a thing. There was a
Some
dwarf friend that I had growing up that always talked about when she finally made it into a dungeon, she was going to use that spell to carry all of the goods out because she wasn't the best at, heavy lifting.
That sounds oddly specific, like it's happened before.
Oh, I'm sure plenty of adventurers have been using magical carts to wheel, loot out of dungeons since antiquity.
Hey Jinx.
But,
Hey Jinx.
Yeah.
I got a fun little thing for you since you're in wizarding school.
Oh.
Have you heard of a Tensor's floating disc at school yet?
I've heard of floating disc.
Oh shit, Tensor isn't a fucking thing anymore.
What is it? What does it do?
It creates a flat, slightly concave disc that you put stuff in, and it carries a lot of heavy weight. I hear the version 5 is inferior to prior versions, but it's the only one available to us.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Software
Apparently-
revisions in Magic is a thing. That's great.
Yeah. Apparently the older versions could carry more weight, and they actually allowed you to sit on them. Now they don't.
Oh yeah. You know, that reminds me, how is school? And Patience just leaves the conversation and he's with the kids.
It's like, I learned something called prestidigitation. Look. Clean.
Oh, he learned a cantrip!
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations, son.
Amazing!
And then
Well
like,
done.
I can make things smell. And he does something and it smells like a fart.
Oh,
Does he do it
why?
on does he do it on Chester?
That was you!
Patience laughs.
I just imagine that this child has too much power. He is gonna troll his siblings so hard.
Jinx, you want to be very careful with that because I seriously almost gave Patience a right rounding for dropping that stink bomb.
I have him he's sitting in the passenger side of the wagon as I take him just across the street to get ice cream. And I just put a hand on his shoulder and I'm like, now remember, Jinx, with great power comes great responsibility.
Ring
Funny thing is-
booty bitches.
Rings of Winter's adjacent to your next door. So
Yeah.
you got on the thing and went right next.
We spent 4
Throw 10
times the
feet.
amount of time to get the wagon prepared just to move that way. Just so I can
I'm
get
just
this
imagining-
so I can get the Spider-Man scene. That's all that's the only reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Patience gets shot by a bandit and dies.
Meanwhile, while we're
I
discussing
get
this,
better.
Thana's in the living room, surrounded by all of the random shit that we have, just futzing with the small dog figurine, trying to figure it out while we're talking about what to do with the rest of the shit we can't use.
Just like, I know what that does.
What does it do?
It turns into a dog. Duh.
What?
I've ate a couple
It's
of
already
those
a dog.
before.
Wait, okay. Dogs or dog figurines? Don't answer that. If you eat our dog,
Yes.
I will kill you.
I feel like it must be possible to break up the thing in such a way that we don't actually decrease the value of it too much. I mean, we should be able to
break
get
the
whole
dog
organs.
figurine. It's gonna
No,
be
no,
useless.
damn it, no. And
Different conversations. Hang on, put yours on a hold, Rogh. What does the dog do? It turns into a dog, like a real dog.
What else would it do?
I don't know. How does it turn into a dog? Is there a button I push?
I mean, does it bark like an alarm
No.
if somebody gets too close?
You need to take your tongue and between the legs and the back and lick.
Whoa!
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
Don't.
no. Where did you learn that?
Don't ask, please.
You are definitely trolling me, you asshole. 22 insight check.
Have you tried
On the
saying the magic
chest.
words "good boy"?
Good boy.
Good boy.
You
Does-
need to know the dog's name.
Does our fat
Spot.
pampered guard dog get
Phil.
up when you say good boy?
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, you're a good boy too. You're the best boy. What? Shit, do we even name our dog?
That was
no,
your dog.
you
Name.
get
You
attached.
never gave it a name.
Oh
Because
His
I'm
dog.
a dog.
no!
He is dog.
Yeah, we have a dog. He's our guard dog.
His
and
name
I
is
kept-
Farts.
Oh, god damn it. It's so true. The kids probably named him. Because we're like, we bought a dog. We didn't have time to name him. The kids are like, his name is Fart now. And we're like, no!
I haven't
Whenever
been
he
acquainted with a
responds to
mastiff.
Fart,
I've met a few mastiffs in my time. It's a very apt name.
that's valid.
Very feisty. Just like that.
That's so true. Mastiffs, you, yeah.
Fart's the best boy! Okay, Fart. Dog.
Cerberus.
Cerberus.
Brad.
It's just Greek for spot.
God, now I think he's such a
Exactly.
huge dog because he's a mastiff, but he's also
He's a
fat
massive.
and overweight.
Well, if you don't know the actual name, you probably need to use a spell to acquire it, unless it's carved on its
Oh, hey!
paw.
Is it carved on its ball?
I don't know. I'm a chest.
I'm
I can't
looking
see.
at it. I'm asking the DM. Damn it.
Oh,
Eh.
shit. Got it.
I'm just a chest. I've ate a couple
Serene,
magic
did you
items in my
ever
time.
figure out what that ring with animal faces on it did?
No. And Callie was gonna ask last time, but I forgot.
Well, you're not in the knock. I have the ability to identify magic items now.
You were stuck in a bubble for a while. The little gem. You went in and couldn't find the lever.
Yeah, while you were sleeping, you burst out of my backpack. By the way, you owe me a new backpack. You were in the rating ruby, which was just in my backpack.
Well, why the hell did it break your backpack?
I don't know.
You should put it on a keychain and hang it outside of the bag.
I don't want to. I feel like drilling a hole into the magical gem might be a bad idea.
Use wire wrap, for fuck's sake!
No, I didn't think of the wire wrap.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Jewelers don't drill into all the gems they attach to.
that's
things.
valid.
Most
I
settings
find
have
that funny too,
metal
because
claws,
literally, the necklace I'm wearing right now is wire wrapped, and it didn't even occur to me. Anywho, I'm gonna throw the stuff we don't know what it does to Rogh and
Did you
say
spell
his name.
Rogh?
Yeah, and say his name wrong every fucking time.
That's fair.
One day you will need healing, and Ross gonna be like, remember all those times you messed up my name?
My name.
Bet you remember my name now.
My name is not Little Green.
Did we ever establish if that longsword that Serene has is magical or if it's just cool?
I don't remember where you got it. You remember?
I want to say it was with the priest's chest of stuff.
Then it was magical. It was. Here we go. Ooh, do I have it here? Oh, sort of. Oh, yeah, I know what it does.
Okay.
So, I was.
Turns
Since
into
you
a
have to
pit
wait a
fiend.
day, you get someone to identify. Here's what the items are.
Woo!
Alright. So,
There was also that +1 great axe, but I think it's just a great axe +1.
you had a great axe, that's a giant slayer,
Ooh.
Oh, I think we knew that.
I think.
which would have been more useful before you killed all the giants.
Oh yeah, I
because
used
I
it
think
once.
because I think we were joking. Because I'm like, it doesn't translate perfectly, but it roughly translates to great axe of giant golfing.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the killing blow to the dragon? I'm trying to remember. Because I used the great axe and I hit. It was one of the last hits on the dragon.
I think
I don't know. I feel like Serene got it.
Serene killed it.
That's right.
Because we made a joke about Serene being the ultimate dragon killer because she got the kill
So,
on our 2v1.
That's
what
right,
other items
Serene.
did you need?
The dragon slayer.
The bead necklace,
Surprise, surprise, necklace of her beads.
Ooh.
the small dog figurine.
Onyx dog, figurine of wondrous power. Name
What's
it,
his name?
and that's the name.
Oh.
I'll give you guys.
Okay,
Is it
we're
now
not letting
farts?
we're not letting the children name this one.
Farts-a-million.
No.
What is the Elvish word for good boy?
Fido.
So essentially, what you're gonna the name
That's
you
faithful.
choose has been its name. It's just letting you guys choose
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm not gonna name it. Doggington again.
Spike.
Pugs-a-million.
Scooby.
And then there was the ring with animal faces on it.
Ring of animal friendship.
Oh.
Yes!
Serene just grabs it.
Serene was
mine.
already wearing it. A chain shirt.
Chain shirt of resistance, and there was a
Wait,
chain
wait.
mail of resistance.
Oh shit! They're
Yeah, you found chain mail and a chain shirt.
okay.
I
What
can't
is
wear
the
any
chain
of it.
shirt of resistance?
It resists things.
What resistance?
I swear I told you guys.
No, because none of us could use the chain shirt. We're like,
Didn't
what
we-
the fuck is the point?
Didn't
'Cause
we get a
that was
chainmail of
before-
cold resist? And I'm
No, we
wearing.
got chainmail of lightning resistance, and that's what you're wearing.
That would be the
That
one
might
then.
be the same chainmail.
Yeah, that'd be that chain mail then, because I've only given you 2 resist things.
Okay, but we don't have the chain shirt one. We never
The two
identified that.
resistances.
So chain mail of resistance was lightning. Patience has that. And then you had a chain shirt of resistance that you guys never identified.
Because we got it before we got the spell identify.
Sweet, guys.
And we were trying shit out before we
Who has identify?
Rogh.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. I picked up some new...
Go to the local pet store. Let's buy a few goldfish. All right.
So, when we hit 12, I picked up Ritual Caster, or the wizard type. And so I picked up Identify as one of my rituals.
Oh, nice.
What resistance is it?
I rolled fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I also picked up Find Familiar as my other starter ritual, so I'll have a little bird friend.
And then the longsword.
Sword of life stealing. And you also have the staff of charming and the ring of protection. Okay.
Yeah, we knew what they were doing, and we knew what they did because we found out the old-fashioned way of futzing with it.
Yep.
I ritual cast every morning while we're in town and actually, running our business. I ritual cast Skyrite, and I have Jinx help me however he can. It's a little above his arcane knowledge, but I use it as a little training exercise, I guess, as I ritual cast Skyrite every day. And above our tavern, it says the Poltergeist and an arrow pointing right down at it.
I would like to assist with those lessons because I want to pick up his ritual because I can do that.
Oh, hey, it's in here, and you just see this book, and it's like, oh, it's my book of shadows.
I need like every ritual that's on the wizard's list that you have.
Oh, okay, here you go.
Jinx attempts to use prestidigitation to change the wording so it looks like a dick butt.
I think it's probably outside the range of Presto.
But he's like...
He just makes a glowing dick butt in the air for one round.
Yeah, for 6 seconds.
Actually, I lied. I think it lasts for a minute.
Oh shit, it does. If there's
I laugh. I just like, good job, sport, and I just ruffle his hair.
Oh, I've got to bring up something important.
It's beautiful.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong here. He's just gonna presto his own little bit of addition to his dick butt and put the name on it. Jinx overhead.
Oh. Patience is gonna pull the totally I'm an adult and I don't get it thing, and I'm like, oh, is that like someone's familiar at school?
No, it's a special kind of fungus. They have a funny looking face on it, like a mandrake, but a mushroom.
Oh, that's funny. It looks kind of like a. Oh, never mind.
Oh, shit nuggets! The giant slayer doesn't require attunement.
No, it does not.
Sweet.
Anybody can pick up a great axe if they have the strength and go fuck up a giant. It's great.
Including a giant.
Right.
I believe there's a canon Faerunian frost giant that has one.
So, real talk, what all rituals do you have on your list, or do you want to just text me that?
I will send you a message.
Cool.
Just so we don't...
butter up?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this guy's name. Where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Oh, I think it's a Ring of Animal Influence in 5e.
What?
Oh, I just noticed your name, Rough Riders. Nice.
Nice.
I thought Animal Friendship?
Apparently not.
Yeah. I can spell.
Oh shit, and that doesn't require attunement either.
Yeah, I guess that isn't influence, not friendship. But yeah. I guess that's spell in it's friendship.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey. Okay, so as you got like the next day, as you discover things and talking, one of your neighbors comes back up to you, Analis, the guy who controls horse farms.
Oh,
He's
sweet.
a landlord of several horse farms. He's like, excuse me, which one of you are selling the old horses? From the paper.
Yeah. You interested?
Patience, lad. I think this is for you.
Yep. Oh, I'll be right down. I come down
no.
from the roof with Jinx.
I make sure that either Serene or Thana is with him so he doesn't sell them for like 3 copper.
Is Jinx small enough that I can carry Jinx and levitate down?
No, Jinx is the fat one.
I know. I'm just...
I don't know. What's your strength?
It's not bad. I think it's 14 or something. And since
I
we're at
guess,
home, I'm not geared up. Yeah, 14 strength.
I have no clue when it comes to weight versus age category stuff, because he's like 9 or 10, so I have no idea how heavy those are.
I'd assume less than 100
10-year-olds.
pounds.
I don't know. I never had kids.
Maybe around 100 pounds.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I just know I was a fat boy and I weighed a lot in high school. Before that, I didn't care about my body.
Oh, the
I was always
life
really
scaling requires attunement.
I was always really skinny at like elementary school age, and I remember one time weighing, and I was like 60 maybe.
You can go down. It's not a big deal. So you see the guy stand there. It's a young adult elf. He's dressed relatively like a more well-to-do farmer kind of person.
Mm-hmm. Looks
so
like
not
someone
like
I can
the clean-
trust with horses.
He's like, oh, so you're the one selling the horses?
Yes, hi, I'm Patience.
Well, I was not to be too forward, but I went to your stable, which is a bit small for the 5 horses, which is probably why you're trying to get rid of 2 of them.
Yeah, it's
And I
pretty
examined
crowded.
them. Unfortunately, the 2 of them, which I'm assuming the ones you're selling, really aren't worth much. The one is very old, and the other one is severely undernourished. And even if you get it fed up, it's probably suffered a lot in its age.
Yeah, we noticed. It's more if we want to get it into a better environment, because as you can see clearly,
happy
we don't
home.
have the faculties. for
Well,
them.
potential good news and bad news. Good news, my sister Josephine and her husband Jesper own a retreat for horses and other animals of old retirement age. They just take the animals there and let them live till the end.
Does the word glue figure anywhere in
Yeah.
the title of their
14
operation?
insight check. Are they sending our horses to a glue farm?
No, there are
No.
actual farms in Florida that are not glue horse farms.
No, I know. I'm nervous because we had that
It's like-
one asshole roll up, and he seemed a little shady when he said a ranch.
To be perfectly honest, after they die of old age, they might use some parts for things.
Oh well, I mean, after
But that's when they
die.
die of natural causes. They don't want them to die early. So they have a place where retired people or people can send their retired animals who don't want them early.
Is it?
He's a druid and she's a ranger of Maliki.
Ooh.
So they're really big on the animals. Unfortunately,
How-
they don't really have money to pay because they're more of a people send them there and
More
they
of a
use
charity.
charity and stuff
You
that they
notice-
can find from things.
The rest of you notice the scar on his head seems to glow, but it's more of a warm glow than a painful, hard light filter in Photoshop glow. And he says, "No, that's fine. Do you mind if I travel with them to this farm?"
How far
Sure,
away
that
is
way you
it?
can see it for yourself and make sure it is something you want of them. In fact, your whole family can come as he looks at Jinx.
I look over at the 2 horses, and I tell them everything that this guy just said. I said, and I'm like, this seriously, I know you don't like being penned up in here. It would be a place where you could at least be open if you wanted to be outside. Are you fine
Free
with
to
this?
live your truth
You're like,
as horses.
Because I'm trying to do the best. We're trying to do the best we can, but we
that's fine. We were the skinny one's like, do they have hay and straw and food?
do they have
Because
hay,
Ned
straw,
doesn't
and
like
food?
sharing.
Do they get plenty of hay, straw, and food?
As much as they can afford to give all the horses, which is more than enough.
Oh,
Okay. I turn back to the horse. All the hay you could want.
Nice. Because Ned's an asshole about it.
I go to Ned.
Mine?
Ned's the one that pooped in one of my breakfast or something, right?
Ned's the asshole of the group.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. Truthfully, money is secondary. I just want to make sure they end up somewhere more suitable.
Let me go grab my horse and we can ride out. It's only a couple hours outside of the Waterdeep.
Well, Ted probably needs to get a bit of stretches. Hey, Ted, you want to come with?
Yes.
Okay. And I look at Ed, just glare at him on our way out.
Meanwhile, Spud's like,
You
why
could
do
take
you guys never
Spud.
take
He
me?
hasn't stretched his legs
Come
in
on.
forever.
I'm always stuck here. I was the first.
And he at least isn't going, because like last time we didn't take him to go dragon hunting because we were like, do you want to go dragon hunting? And he's like, wait, fuck that. No, I'm going to stay at home.
Well, now there's 2 horses at home in case you guys need to go somewhere. Wow, we just sound rich as hell. All right.
Yeah, we do.
I'll
So,
take a few of the horses out for a trot.
We were literally discussing whether or not we were okay with taking 9,000 gold or if we wanted 20k.
I don't know.
We're
Which one would be
wealthy as
better for our
fuck.
company reputation?
I mean, probably not the devil worshippers.
And Alice comes back with his horse, and it's, you know how they have those pictures of the most beautiful horses?
Mhm.
It's one of those guys, and the horse is just like waving its mane. He's
Oh,
like,
it's a bummer we don't have Maddie here with us. She would be like, here is exactly what it looks like.
yeah, it's just like, he's always so extra. Oh,
So I did some rough napkin math, except I did it here on the chalkboard where we have our drink specials, and you can see he's like on the chalkboard. He's wiped it all away, and he's like got a diagram up with like a dead dragon and like 4 casting circles. He's like,
A little
you know, even if we didn't chop it up anymore, we could get it done in 4 castings. But I think with what we've taken off of it already, it's only 15 feet on a side at first. We should be able to pile everything else up and just get it in one done.
So, yeah, I was thinking about that, but
you just
like,
see
if we cut
one of the
up...
numbers changed as Leaf's like,
He just changed it so it spells boob.
I've got an unseen servant handling the chalk over there.
So like I hear you, but at the same time, I would love to try and get it onto a cart and bring it all back in one piece. Because the more we cut it up, the less it's going to be worth.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is what with the butchering we've already done. It's only 15 feet on a side to start, and we've taken off, you know, a goodly portion of it already. I think we can probably fit.
It's
you
bigger.
took the skin and the head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't think we
We
can
left
crawl all the rest
most
of that
of
up?
it. I mean, it's mostly meat. I don't know how easy it is to. I mean, like, it's still a dragon. It's not going to curl up like a cat and fit into a Tupperware bowl.
Meanwhile,
You know?
Look
back
here.
at the
hold
old
on.
fortress, you see all the goblins roasting it.
I'm
That's
just
also assuming it's still there. We don't know what could happen to it.
okay.
but-
Well, look, it's
okay,
not
so-
like it doesn't have an anatomy, right? It's a monster, and it's got a skeleton, and it's got a muscular structure.
Yeah.
And we've got a gigantic fuck off axe and lots of magic here at our disposal. We can break it down according to the limbs, like you would break down a chicken. It's not
That's
going to be
true.
that big of a fucking problem.
Do we think it's possible to get a cart that could carry something like that?
Yes. You
Like,
can also hitch parts together.
Or you could just pile it up vertically. You're thinking very two-dimensionally.
Okay, we're not the people from India who are like, we're Americans. We like to, you know, put a little bit in a big container.
I don't want to.
The other thing that
put
occurs to
words
me-
in Kevin's mouth, but I remember us talking about Harpers having teleportation circles. Do you think any of them would have one big enough for wagons to be in?
teleportation circles.
You
are
know
usually
one
the same
organization that
size.
It's a
has
10-foot
something
diameter.
like that.
It's a 10-foot diameter
Well, I
circle.
mean, the Harpers have like these specific ones.
Are you talking about the
along sword
Zenithers
cuts.
Guild?
Nope. You are pretty certain by rumors that you know one organization
Oh,
that could carry
shit!
the whole damn
The
thing.
Rings of Winter! No?
You've been there once or twice in the entire adventure.
Do we roll like a intelligence check?
Well, clearly we've all failed.
To remember? Because clearly none of us
Or
are
I can
smart
show
enough.
you.
Oh shit! We're stupid.
Auroras?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
they are a warehouse. They
Thing that they have that make them so competitive is Aurora herself developed a pre-teleportation circle that allows them to transport massive amounts of stock throughout the land.
all at once.
Yeah, they don't have like the typical teleportation circle. They can carry warehouse full of stuff.
The other thing that occurs to me is regardless of how we get it here, we probably want to find a buyer before we go get it, because it's not going to fit in the wine cellar. The skin already made it to the point where I'm going to have to scrub fucking everything in there before I can brew again.
Or you can mix a bit of dragon blood into the ale.
No.
Oh, I'm sure that. No, I think
It's
that's
so
already-
salty.
It's already a main catalyst to most potions.
Yeah, I'm not making potions. I'm making beer.
You could make magic infused
It's
beer. How about that?
unsanitary. I don't know magic.
There's
You know brewing.
Brewing's a
Yeah.
potions in its own way.
And you don't put blood in beer. I know that much.
I mean, it works too.
You might not.
Yeah,
Um,
because it sounds gross.
though, as was pointed out, the blood of a white dragon and possibly its meat are incredibly salty.
Yeah,
Enough that
I don't want salty beer.
since Jesse's Rogh missed last week, the horses were licking up some of the blood like it was a salt lick, because that's how
Weird
salty
and
it is.
gross.
That's amazing. Now I want to have dragon steaks. They come pre-seasoned.
That is true.
No.
No, you might want to soak
Now,
it
like,
like
when you
salted
say
pork does back in the old
salty,
day.
when you say salty, do you mean like it tastes like seawater, or do you mean like
It tastes like reading the
pre-seasoned?
comments of a video game.
Ooh.
Oof, that's a lot of salt.
It tastes like it tastes like your messages in Xbox 360.
Oof.
It tastes like me talking about 4E.
Yeah. It tastes like 4E.
No, that's the elemental point of salt.
So, which there kind of is one. Anyway,
There is one, yeah.
The meat, you're not sure, but if you had talked to Wadjet, who seems to be more into that stuff,
He might know somebody
it's
willing to
really
buy
salty meat, and you'd probably have to soak it quite a bit to make it
Edible.
salty enough that it's edible and not like eating a salt
Salt lick.
thing.
You don't want to
And the
boil it.
blood, it's kind of like salt with some irony taste to it. I think
So
it's like 10.
No,
So,
this sounds.
blood.
I'll tell you honestly, this sounds amazing. No, I have an application for this. Follow me here.
Mhm.
So you know how they give salt tabs to the workers in the fields when they're exhausted and they've been sweating all damn day. Think like sports in real life, like when
Sure.
they used to have, before Gatorade existed. They used to give athletes salt tabs. So what we do here is we can dry this stuff and make capsules out of it, and we can sell it at a premium, and it's dragon blood capsules. It'll give you the nutrients and salts to stay in the field and work hard all day, and it'll probably be having a cooling effect, or at least we can tell them it does because it comes from a white dragon. They don't have to know any better.
Add a bit of oil from a snake.
Or peppermint, just a bit dash of peppermint oil,
Mhm.
and we can make a
Okay.
fucking fortune with that.
So I hear you. However, we've been sitting here amongst a pile of shit for like 3 hours discussing this stuff. So
But yeah,
we should talk about our stuff step by step, based on what's happening most like right now. It's
Thought
getting
we were.
close to the time where we have to decide who we're selling the rest of the skin to. Do we want those magic items from Thazard Day, or do we want just straight gold from Ember?
okay.
Ember.
Ember.
Do we have a list of those magic items really quick for
Sure.
review, just so I don't have to write it or rehash?
I will send it to the Discord.
Thank you. Speaking of sending to the Discord, here is my diagram of how to carve a dragon.
Are you serious?
Well, kind of.
I love it.
Did you just make that?
Yeah, just banged it out in paint really quick.
Wow.
Interesting, funny thing. I'm looking at the Trollskull residence, and we have one that we have exiled from Baldur's Gate after assaulting someone. That apparently occurred many years ago because Baldur's Gate apparently is now a shithole, and that wouldn't matter.
Exactly. Exactly.
What is that? That was a sheep sound.
No, that was
Oh,
him not
buddy.
happy. That was him
Oh.
not happy with me for trying to pick him up when he was looking to get down.
Oh, buddy.
He's very chill, though.
Angry sheep sound.
He is an angry little doggo, aren't you?
Yeah, so it was 2 of 3 potions and then 1 of some really cool shit. It occurs to me, though, I'm pretty sure based on what Thazarday told us, that Staff of Thunder and Lightning or whatever the jazz was, I think all of us can use. Technically, I could use that shit.
By all means, then, because I've already got the Staff of Charming. I don't need another stick.
For those at home, what I just put on the overlay is Roth's plan for taking the dead dragon.
Oh, ha ha!
Love it.
Because
Let's see what a Staff of Thunder and Lightning does.
I had to share.
Oh, it requires attunement. I'd have to give up something. Oh, but I
So-
give up the Flame Tongue.
How about that Rod of Alertness? What is the effect for that guy?
It's cool as shit. Look that shit up.
It's a rod, and it's really alert. It's woke.
Yeah, I got
Ooh.
that.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
always ready for
I
action.
like the Staff of Thunder and Lightning. It's a +2 weapon, and whenever I hit with it, I do an extra 2d6 lightning. So it's exactly like the Flame Tongue, except it has a damage type that's less commonly resisted and a +2 damage to it. And I can stun them for free without a key point. Yes, I love it.
The Rod of Alertness is just like, you should really donate to Project Trees. It's not going to fix everything, but it's a good step forward.
Wow.
Nice.
It's
I
also
do like
me
this
advertising
stuff.
for it. Look up Project Trees, seriously.
Project Trees.
Hmm.
Plant a million trees.
Yes.
I don't. It requires attunement too, so I'm not going to be taking it because I'm kind of full up on slots. But definitely, it seems like the Rod of Alertness would be a cool thing to have, especially if we end up in some place where illusion spells feature heavily and somebody is likely to be fucking with us and invisible.
Yeah, the only issue is it takes an action to activate, so who's willing to give up their first action in combat to plant it in the ground?
Well, doesn't it give
Yeah.
advantage on initiative checks as well?
Yeah, but you have to do it before initiative starts then. Which, a lot of times we don't really have the opportunity to dictate when that happens.
In the middle of the night, you just plant it and
How many times a day can you use it? Just the once, though, right?
You can use the aura part once per day.
it's for when you're sleeping, that
Mm.
part, I believe. Or if you're resting, short rest and stuff, that's why you use that part of it. Because I think it's just planted in the ground.
It says here that the rod's glowing effect lasts for 10 minutes, or when a creature uses an action to pull it out of the ground, and then it can't be used again until the next day.
Yeah, it's really short, but or if you're planning an ambush, that could work maybe. Though it's bright.
Can I borrow the DMG so I can
No.
share pictures?
Also,
You
detect
came at me?
evil, detect magic, detect poison and disease, or see invisibility, which doesn't apparently break the. Everything else.
So Patience comes back half a 10-day later. He's like, oh, I got the horses gone. Wait, you guys haven't moved. What happened?
Took him 5 days to go on a 2-hour journey. Apparently, he asked a goblin for directions.
He has directional insanity.
Oh, I wasn't sure how far outside of town they were.
Yeah, it's only a couple hours. Though, on the journey, one, the farm is beautiful. It's got all kinds of old and beat up animals, like, chicken with one leg and stuff like that.
Is his name Drumstick?
Oh, wow.
It is now.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I am.
How could you eat a chicken like that all at once?
No, I can't find the
He's
guy's
not
name.
all he's clucked up to be. Sorry, that was a foul joke.
That was a shell of a bad joke.
So you met Josephine and Jasper. They are a very friendly couple. Ex-adventurers who decided to retire and take care of retired animals. Very nice people.
Wait, how
Everything
friendly
seems
is very
legit.
friendly?
Enough that they invited patients in for dinner.
That's pretty
Oh, shit.
friendly.
You better watch out for those older adventurer couples who invite you in for dinner.
I mean,
Patience
older,
might
but-
not be the only horny one in the room.
No,
Oh, I thought you were.
they-
I thought you were referencing cannibals or something. But okay.
No, dude.
So yeah, nice. You got a good feeling about them.
Yep, I leave the horses there, and when they say how much they're gonna pay, I wave it off. and just said, "I'm just happy they have a good home."
Oh, they were expecting. They were like,
They were expecting
oh,
a donation,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we weren't really planning on paying.
Oh,
But-
okay. Well, in that case, let's see.
Yeah, this is like a horse
take
charity.
I'll take my business elsewhere. No, I'm kidding.
And it's like most people like they don't want to get the glue money, so they bring him here. So, though on your way back, Analysis does mention that he found a strange and interesting object on one of his farms, and if you ever had time, you can check it out. Since you're adventurers, and he knows sometimes you guys get bored in life, but no
You
big
get
deal.
very bored in life very quickly.
Mhm.
Let's see.
That's why it took patience 5 days. Oh, strange object. Whoop.
Yeah, fully expected that.
I didn't even give you directions yet. I'm good.
I'm sorry, isn't the most conventional of a donation, but here, and I hand them a scroll.
Oh, aren't they both casters? One's druid, one's ranger.
What scroll is it?
It is a scroll of unseen servant.
Oh,
Can those classes use that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I can't see. What's here?
Even if you can't use it, you should be able to get a good amount of gold
Sell
for
it.
it for the.
They cannot.
We can trade it up for things and everything. Because that's something we do. We trade whatever we can get here.
Oh, they also notice when they unroll it, there's a coupon in there for our business.
Nice.
It's like, the coupon business. Yes.
Okay, so we're still waiting for patiences, but I say we take a vote on if we were to go with Azure Day stuff, which magic item do we think, which of the big magic items do we think would be most important? I'm thinking it's pretty clear that I'm for the staff and Rogh is for the rod.
I mean, I don't give a flip one way or the other. I'm not going to be using it, so I mean, it's kind of out of my hands. If you think you'd like the staff, then go ahead and get the staff.
What do you think, Serene? Do you think the magic items are worth not getting paid at all?
The heck is that?
It's a red tie thing, and there's magnets on this, and it just...
Oh yeah, 'cause it's got a little wire in the inside.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah, these are the little hex dice boxes that we got from PAX. One's
the
from
Kickstarter.
PAX, one's from Kickstarter. How are they tied together?
From
How did this
Wormwood.
happen?
Ooh, fancy wormwood.
What, like, I'm seriously
Actually, I
confused.
think we got ours from the same place, but ours is the excess.
Woo. I think one's from Kickstarter, one we
Yes.
bought at PAX.
Yeah, you guys went more reasonable and got something small, and I'm like, I'm getting the tower.
Mm-hmm. It was so expensive.
I made good use
Oh
out
god,
of it.
that's right. I should probably save up some money for the merch site at Paxio, huh?
Yeah, you're gonna want a lot of money. Shit at PAX is expensive.
I mean, like, that's just a general state of my being, but okay.
Mood. So-
Yeah.
Maybe stocks will go up and we get actual money to buy hot dog.
Okay, so hear me out.
How much were they last year?
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
It's actually,
3 or 4 bucks.
I mean, as venue
Mm-hmm.
food goes, it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't like football stadium overpriced.
It was still better to
But
go
it
across
was-
the
it
street
was-
and get that
Oh,
ramen.
yeah.
That was not my
Oh,
order.
the
That was still
ramen
better.
was so good though.
Mine
Yeah.
wasn't that great.
It was
But next time I'll
expensive,
get a
but-
different kind.
Now we know what kind we actually like because we
Apparently,
have.
I don't like kimchi, and mine had that in there.
Ooh, no, that's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Um,
And I accidentally got, or I didn't accidentally. I tried the dry ramen. Next time I'll get it wet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so hear me out. We have a bunch of shit to sell, and not a lot of time half the time because we're always off on adventures. What if we started like an auction thing?
Squidly's like, I got an idea.
Uh-huh.
Nat and I can sell your stuff for you. We gotta learn how to run a business, and Enya's has been teaching us, and Lee's got, yeah. So I mean, you
How
guys have
about
been
you
gone
guys-
for months at a time. Someone has to run the place.
Where are you going to sell them?
Where are
Where
we
the
gonna
hell
sell
did
it?
you come from? I didn't even hear you come in.
Oh, it's been a few hours. You guys have been like debating this for a long time.
Damn it, Fart! You're supposed to bark when people show up at the door.
Good boy. Pat pat.
Rough.
God damn it.
What?
That's still the best damn joke one of those kids have ever said.
Actually, Rogh is going to take a second and check and make sure he's not accidentally concentrating on speak with animals.
And that's when he
I
realizes.
don't remember
oh.
casting that.
But yeah, so because like, well, we know there's a couple auction houses. We talked to Uncle Volo. He's taught us how to what's it called? Marketing?
Swindle.
He called it marketing. It's a
He
more
lied.
proper term for swindle.
There you go.
I think it's just swindling within the legal limits of the law.
There you go.
I like away from the
Mostly.
kids so they don't hear him. Like, this would be a good opportunity for him. Well, obviously somebody has to be there with them, but
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I do like the idea of them actually learning. I just worry that they're going to sell magic items for like 15 gold and a coupon to Popeyes.
that's why someone's there with them. It's a learning experience. What better learning experience than hands-on? I mean, that's how I learned not to fall from a building, as I point to one of the many scars on my head.
I mean, look.
A reminder: last time that we
It builds
we
character.
literally adopted these kids because we saved one from dying by falling into the harbor.
Not my fault.
Whose fault
So-
was it?
Thin ice.
I feel like the fault was poor
Well, we need to-
decision making.
Well, we need to find this evil Thin Ice character.
All right, look. So philosophically, I'm not opposed to you kids starting a business. That's a grand idea. However, we will set the prices, and there will be a floor below which you cannot negotiate down.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
so you won't have a set price. It's what's that called in auctions?
Bartering.
Yeah,
can
so
either
like you can
barter or
try
you
and
can
talk them
negotiate.
up, but like this is like okay, so we should have like two prices. Like this is what you ask for if you're hopeful, and this is like you cannot go lower than this. Does that sound good?
That's just like
These
we
children are
bartered before. We
they-
poured.
That's valid.
these children are tiny little Edisons. This is when he started doing business stuff.
Well,
Well, hopefully they
ideas
won't
from
be.
everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say they just make patents off of other people's ideas.
Actually, hey,
Stealing
hey,
new spells and claiming them as their own.
which of the kids almost drowned that one time?
Yes.
Was it Jinx?
Yes. Actually, I believe it was.
Yeah, he's the fat one. He fell through the ice.
He said it was Thin Ice, so that was him.
I'm gonna give him the ring of swimming.
You just give it to him?
I mean,
When they're talking
it's
about
a-
selling magic items.
it's a useful item. It doesn't require attunement. I wouldn't want to sell it because it's cool as shit.
Oh,
Then
he
you might
might.
want to make it plain.
Huh?
This one not for selling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was about to say he
This
might.
one
He
you
might
guys
sell
can-
it. You want,
I
know,
mean,
buy all
if
that
you
candy.
want to sell it,
Think how much.
but it's pretty cool. It gives you a swim speed of 40, no attunement.
He's a smart but not wise kid. Just imagine he'd be like, I could buy so much candy with this, so I just sell this ring. I'd never go into water willingly, so it'll be fine.
I mean,
Willingly.
that's valid. It doesn't let you breathe water, just swim. Okay, what else do we have? Okay.
I can press to digitate air. That will work.
I
Totally.
forgot that I could. I bought that. We have a minor healing potion. It heals 1 hit point. I think I paid like 15 gold for it. No, it wasn't even less than that. It was like a silver or something. We have a water breathing potion.
Is it like the size of those little vials you see on like necklaces at souvenir shops?
Definitely. We have an earth elemental gem.
Yes, we do.
The hell did we get that?
From the dragon horde.
Ah. Does it
Who
do
wants to
anything?
put
or
that
is
in their
it
pocket?
just-
Supposedly, when Thazar Day said that when we break it, it turns into an earth elemental.
Every
Is
time
that
you
really something?
go ahead.
Is that really something we want to have just riding around in a pocket one day and just break and suddenly there's a big earth elemental in your pocket?
I imagine you have to put some effort in to break it.
I wouldn't be very happy to see it.
Ooh, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I mean, maybe like pad it up and put it in the bottom of a backpack so that it has some protection. I'm gonna give it to patience.
Wee.
I'm fairly certain that when it comes out, it's a friend to us and it's not gonna murder us for what it's worth. So if we do accidentally break it, we have an elemental friend for an
I
hour.
already have a name for him.
Oh, great. And I'm finally gonna buy a damn longbow for Serene. I'm just gonna go do it.
Oh, you don't have to.
Unless I have a short bow that I never ever use. Unless you want that one.
Hang on a second.
Longbow short
Because
damage and more range.
like you have the crossbow one, and you could repair that, but you can only attack once per turn with that. Because you have to then spend an action to reload. If you have a longbow, you can make however many attacks you want with it per round. As long as you have attacks. God damn it, Serene. Would you like a +1 arrow then?
Yep.
Just the one?
Or do we just want to sell it? Yeah, we only have one.
She's like, oh, thank you. Oh, wait. I forgot I had this.
Got too much stuff. I don't know.
It happens. We have a lot of stuff.
I'm like, I'll just look and see and make sure,
guys.
because I remember reading that I had one, so sorry. Also, I have a lot of money.
I think our dog named Fart might need to go out. Do you need to go out quick, buddy? I don't know what he's doing. He's just whining.
I mean,
Hi.
we could take a 10-minute
Where's he
break,
going?
and you can take a minute.
Take a little. You want to take
Yeah,
a
do we
little
want to do
break?
that?
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
a 10-minute break.
Okay, let me set it up real quick.
Yeah.
He's like come over and is holding my arm hostage, licking it.
Okay,
I'm gonna put it back on my lap.
I guess we're on a little doggy walk break, so we'll be back.
Be back.
Hello, we're back.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Yay!
Hello.
It kind of
We're
turned
back
into like
now.
a break for one thing, and then it turned into a break for another thing. So we apologize for that.
Yeah, the DM is distracted because we just got a Kickstarter book in.
I'm not
Yay.
distracted because of that.
Suddenly, we're in Domestica. Whoa, weird.
We were talking about buying a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah, that is another thing that we had briefly mentioned the other day, Rogh, while you were still in the waiting, Ruby.
Skyship.
What the hell to do with all this money when we get it?
Skyship.
We could have.
Now we can't afford a crew.
I don't think we
but
can
have
afford a
skyship.
skyship. I don't know that we can afford a skyship. We can afford a regular ship, probably.
I'm fairly certain that I could probably get a boat from a friend of my father's. He knows a few shipwrights in the area. We'd probably get a really good price.
You see,
Yes?
Squiggly's like
Yeah.
franchising out. We buy up more plots and buildings and create perky perticosts in all the districts, and we have a franchise. Volo told me about it.
Oh yeah,
That's
isn't there like
not
some?
the worst idea I've ever heard.
Isn't there some kind of like Acquisitions Incorporated or something?
They went out of business. Someone
that's a shame.
acquired them.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh no.
Apparently there was some embezzlement by somebody that I don't know their name.
Yeah,
I think it was Omen Drawn, probably.
My issue
The
is
worst
that
kept
I
secret
don't
of
know. I don't know how. I feel like it would be good to diversify some, especially because, well,
I think
I
there's
don't think
actually
you have to
there's room in life for both of these choices. I do like the idea of having a boat and being able to expand our range for whatever projects we happen to come across. However, Squilligan makes a good point. It'd be fun to, I think, have a kind of a niche market of like the haunted pub.
yeah, see, that's
where
the
you
thing
have
I
an
was thinking of.
experience.
Like, we don't have a ghost in the other districts. However, you do have
There
that
are ghosts
unseen
everywhere in
servant.
this fucking city.
Yeah, most of them aren't as friendly as Leaf. Do you
Well, that's
remember
the-
the one that almost killed me?
Oh, for sure. But that's
I
the thing.
mean, he made my beard grow back, so I was cool with it. But it was really painful.
I turned into dad energy.
You did. You aged a lot.
Okay, well, look.
Oh shit, I did too, but I'm a dwarf, so it doesn't matter.
Even if we can't find an authentic poltergeist for every location, and I'm
That's
not
the thing
saying
I
we
was
can't.
thinking, 'cause you have
I'm
that,
not saying we can't.
you
right?
have that spell, the unseen servant one.
Aye, exactly.
You could just use that.
We could fake it, yeah. We could use a little minor illusion, a little
Well,
unseen servant, make
We
things
could
move
we could
around.
embed the runes onto little hidden parts of the building, and unseen servants are bound to the building.
Oh, aye.
That could be cool.
Aye, you can inscribe it in the panel work and put it face down when you nail it in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hard. I've seen a couple of shipwright mages put little mending charms and things on the hulls of boats sometimes.
I've heard of this far off port city called Naranzar. Might be a good place. Down south in jungles or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we could go to Chult. Oh, I haven't been since I was a lad. Chult is so cool, you guys. Well, no, actually, it's fucking hot, but it's really neat. They've got lots of crazy animals down there.
Oh yeah, I heard they opened up a religion down there. Great.
Jinx is like, speaking of cool, it's really cold for this time of year. Anyone else notice that?
No, not really.
No.
We should maybe have that checked out.
Can we get some
guys?
extra money to go buy some jackets? It's getting a little cool.
I'm gonna give them
We had our old jackets,
20
but
gold.
we
Like,
aged and get bigger.
How about this?
I want to make a nature check. I want to make a nature check. Is it actually like based on observable phenomenon around us, and not on our own senses? Is it measurably colder? Is there like a thermometer in the room? Do they have
Or
those?
is it us?
And that's going to be a 22 on that nature check.
It seems colder.
I'm giving the kids 20
Yeah.
gold to buy new coats.
Wait a minute. What is the calendar date?
It is the date of...
What season? What season are we?
Look, you guys went to all the trouble to make this
It's still
fucking
summer,
calendar,
I think.
and it's getting colder in the
pretty
room.
warm.
It's
Also,
not summer.
I didn't realize it until whatever. I didn't realize it until after stream ended last time. But Watchet mentioned it was really cold in our wine cellar. The silver dragonborn.
White.
White dragonborn.
Well, I mean, he's got
Yeah.
resistance, not immunity, so.
Yeah.
But still, it's a thing
If
to
it's
note.
cold to him, how cold is it really?
Maybe we should open
Just
some windows.
experimentally, I'm gonna-
Do they have thermometers in Waterdeep?
Let's open some windows. Get
they're
some
not-
hot summer air in here.
Thermometers in Waterdeep aren't common enough that every house has them, but they are, like, different areas might have a communal thermometer.
A
people can look
barometer,
at.
probably.
Yeah, stuff like that.
How much would one of those things cost?
Like 200-300 gold.
Oof.
Brief.
I was about to say that's
Science!
yeah.
We should maybe go to a cleric or something to see about this thing, you know?
I don't know what a cleric has to do with it being cold in here, but okay.
You know, with the thing that we encountered when a giant ape made a stupid decision.
Yeah, I don't like a cleric for a dragon. Like
No, patience. The thing that you did that maybe made a. I'm trying not to freak the children out. Damn it.
Too late.
Yeah.
You may as well tell him now. Look, your Uncle Patience was a dumbass, and he broke a magical artifact while it was being crafted, and the shards of it got embedded in our skin, and now we're really not feeling the cold as much as we used to, and maybe actually causing it as well. So I don't know if you want to keep giving us hugs in the near future.
Don't say that.
Well, just look, if you come
It's
away with
definitely gonna
frostbite,
freak about more.
Yeah, it's... Ooh, actually, miscalculated the season. You're right. It is normally summer. I was one season off.
Do you think it was spring or fall?
Fall, because we're in fall in real life.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, I thought we had synchronized somehow. Whoops.
that would be quite the progression. We'd have to play every day.
Yeah, I think
Or
we
just
need to talk
skip.
to a cleric. Or maybe some
Jinx is like,
magic user. Yeah, Jinx?
you could talk to one of my teachers. He's very knowledgeable in things of arcane nature. He's been teaching me prestidigitation and letters and numbers. He says numbers are the true magic of the world.
Oh god, he's an arithmancer.
We could try and find some mage that's willing to talk to us and see.
It's magic item crafting.
who are
His professor, how is he with magic item crafting?
We're not on that lesson yet. I won't learn that for a couple years.
Okay.
I still got.
But either way, at the mage college, even if this guy can't help us, he can probably tell us who can.
It's as good an idea as any, and I'm sure I've got some people on New Alum who could help me out.
So before we leave, we should figure out what we're doing with the remainder of the dragon parts so that the buyers don't show up and we're not here.
We also know a couple wizards and spellcasters in the neighborhood. Shemesh, Wedget, Aruna.
We could talk to Wedget.
We
Wedget would
have
actually
a
know.
mystery on our hands. Maybe we need to hire a detective.
Wedget
Did we
might
actually
know
come to a
more
decision
the-
about what we're doing about the rest of the carcass?
No, but I feel like that one can wait a little bit longer. I was more concerned with the buyers are probably coming today, so we should like decide which one we want to give it to.
Well, I don't think we want to be trucking with the fella who's been dealing in soul coins.
Oh no,
Or
fuck him.
Tiamat coinage. So not that fella.
I feel like the rare magic items that Saturday is offering would be harder to get a hold of than the coinage that Majid is handling.
Aye.
It is,
And then
Embrick was offering me money.
Embrick, fuck.
Because he was thinking about buying it as a gift for Abby for his birthday.
Yeah.
Wow, that horse. Why is
Patience,
there
I
a horse
thought you
in here?
sold the horses.
Spud is just like,
Hi.
There's just a
I live here now. I'm in the living room.
There's a centaur.
You guys forgot me.
A centaur's just like, fine, I'll see myself out. Rude. Anyway.
Yeah, so I say that we go with Desert Day, and we can sell some of the other stuff that we have for minor coinage.
Well, let's we can do with that now, but we should probably line up a buyer if we're going to go back for the rest of it. And I really think we should. It seems like an awful lot of money just leaving on the table, as it were.
Yeah, but like I said, we can figure that one out when we get to it. So let's go to Thazar Day. Tell him that we're thinking. Yes, actually, I'm gonna write a paper. No, we can just stop by Embrix and tell him that. Unfortunately, we don't think we're that we got a better offer.
Okay, I'll stay here for that paper bird from that one guy.
Okay. And then after we go to Embrick and let him know, then we can head over to wait, which one? It's Embrick and what was the other one?
Abby.
Abby is a water site?
Water site and a armorsmith and silversmith.
We do have a chain shirt of fire resistance. It's not exactly the thing he was looking for, but we could offer that. And
What are you trying to say? He's got to resist his husband? Huh?
I'm saying that it's a thing of resistance that they don't have. Because when I first saw it, I'm like, hey, it's a chain shirt. Serene can wear that. Wait a fucking second. She's a tiefling.
It's so.
Never mind.
It's so he has protection. Wink. You don't even say anything. That's what makes it worse.
We could. Who's walking with me to break the news to Embrick?
I'll go.
Okay.
So you go down, you hear the
I am going to take
Hammer.
that chain shirt just in case, though.
sees you out there. He's like, so, you're a bit early. You make a decision, or are you here to buy something?
We did make a decision, and unfortunately we did get a better offer.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I apologize.
Could
We
really
did
have made
have...
a good gift for my husband, Abby. Look at him over there. He really needs something good in life, other than me. Abby's over there working on etching into some armor. It's like, hey guys.
We did have another thing that might make not quite as probably rare as a gift, but we did have come across this chain shirt of fire resistance. I know it's not quite the same, but
He looks down at his fire Jensei body.
as a gift for Avi, obviously.
Oh, because I was like, it's useless for
Because
me.
you are resistant to fire, and I can't wear armor, and Rogh can't wear it, and for the rest
But
of
if
our
you
party,
give
it's
him-
kind of useless.
You give your loving husband a change shirt of fire resistance. You guys can go have a nice hot vacation somewhere.
I mean, I guess we like it in temperate weather, but that way we're both happy.
Yes,
We
no
just
more,
figured
no
it
more
would be an
fighting over the
offer
windows.
since we know that his birthday's coming up, and we felt a little bad for taking another offer.
I mean, it's not quite the same, and I don't know if it's worth the 9,000.
Oh, that's understandable. It would probably be worth a little less. Oh boy, let me try and figure out how rare.
I think it's just rare. No, yeah,
Oh, is it?
might be. I don't know. I know nothing.
I'm so frustrated we didn't bring Serene with us. She's a really good bargainer.
This is the chain shirt, correct?
Yes. The one that I can't wear, Rogh can't wear, and is useless to the two of you because you're tieflings.
It is. It is rare.
Well, okay.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like,
Maybe half of that, maybe 5,000?
That's not half a 9.
Close enough.
Auto failed deception check.
Well, it was 95. It was 9,500.
hold on.
Still
wait-
not half.
Roughly
Yeah.
half.
Can I? How about let me
475.
try
Yeah.
and butter him up because I've got the I've got the plus 12 persuasion.
Good God.
He's like, hello, I'm a bard.
I don't think it was intentional for that, but it sounded like that was just Callie, like, oh my
Choking on my
God,
bonus.
coughing. Yeah.
So can I try and make the persuasion check then?
What are you trying to persuade him?
Yeah, well, what monetary offer are you asking for is the thing. Exactly half would be 4,750. For what it's worth.
Well, now wait a minute. Are we trying to get him to buy this thing? So I want to try and gin him up so he'll pay more, right?
I mean, we're asking him to buy something, yeah,
Yeah.
but
So are we not exchanging?
mostly I just want to buy her.
Well, okay. So are we just looking to do cat coin only, or did we want to exchange for some goods? Or
I don't know what he has.
Swords. Axes. I'm Smith.
I can't use anything here.
right. So this is not really the place. So I guess it is just coin then.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can butter him up to round up to an even 5. Does that sound agreeable?
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Plus 1 armor is the same rarity, by the way.
Ooh, I know. Lad, how much? I have been having a need for a little bit better of a protection. Do you do anything with studded leather?
Abby might. I think we might have some in some Brigaden in the back.
Do you have anything with like a little light enchantment on it, either strengthen it or put some resist of its own? Maybe we do an exchange.
We don't really do too much in the magic field. Not as big of a market on the street. I can check. Sorry, I'm trying to find its stats. Yes.
Because yeah, my AC is 14, and that's hurting.
Produce rates usually stay in the back, though.
Yeah, I know, but even in the back, I can still get hit by an arrow. Try to avoid that shit.
See what he's got here. Damn. I'm getting old. Okay. Alright, there he is. He's like, I mean, make some really fine stuff that you could possibly find someone to enchant.
Okay. Well, how about let's say the 4750 and that studded leather.
4750. Half of what I was asking for the rare item. The suit studded. Okay. I'll take it.
Sweet.
Throws in the bag. Comes out with he's like, "Do you got a bank account?"
Probably.
I'm sure we must have like. I mean, are we just keeping all our shit in the mattress or what?
That's what Serene does.
God damn. Well, fuck.
I don't. You know,
We can sit. I mean, would we have?
I don't know. You
We
guys have only
haven't.
been pretty broke.
Yeah, we haven't.
Valid.
We haven't been broke. We've just not been doing much with it because it kind of comes in fits and starts. We had 1,000, several thousand coin, and then we bought a house, and then we had several thousand coin, and now we're trying to do other things. Trying to buy a boat.
So, well, I was wondering if I should give you some coin or write a check.
Oh, coin, please.
Because the check, you go to the Church of Joaquin, and they will pull money out and give it to you, and you take it to your stuff.
Well, I mean, either way, we're carting coin. So if you have the coin handy, that would be splendid. If not, then I guess we can take your paper thing. But
Goes back with the chest. He's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that we're going to go through like using like the big scales over in the corner of the room for this one.
Oh damn.
I got
Oh well.
I invested in a counting machine from the Church of Gone. I've never used it before.
It's cool.
This would seem to be the time. You want some help lifting it up there?
I have amazing athletics. Actually, I might have to recalculate my athletics bonus because
So
I'm not
I'm just
wearing that ring of
you pour some in, and it's going through, and you hear and a little steam escaping, and then one of the coins just shoots into the wall. It's like, let's do this
Okay.
the old-fashioned way.
I'm going to
now.
check that one. Was it a slug?
It's just like the coin just shot out, and it's like, boom.
I thought it might have been like a counterfeit checker, and that was like encrypted signal. It was a bad coin.
No, it's like, man, that's what happens when you get stuff from the Church of Gone.
After he's done counting, I got a 26 athletics to carry the chest all the way back across the street to home.
What's your strength?
10, but I have proficiency. I have expertise in athletics.
You can still only carry so much. You're
What?
just dragging it really well.
I'll help. Fuck. I'm not not a monster.
Guys,
She wanted to show off and almost pulled a muscle.
yeah, but a gymnast is really good at certain things, and they can only do so much. Or you get those really weak wrestlers, the luchas. They can't pick up the big show.
Oh no, they're not. I realize you mean like relative to a fellow built like the Big Show, but by no means are luchadors ever kind of weak.
Yeah, they are, for their size, pretty strong. But yeah, it's like,
They're very compact.
yeah. It's like if you had Rey Mysterio trying to lift Andre the Giant back in the day. It ain't happening. Not unless Andre likes it. And he did not. I actually saw just a side thing, saw some YouTube videos of Andre the Giant when he was in his peak back in the 70s and stuff, before his health deteriorated. He was actually extremely agile for a man his size. It's pretty cool. Anyone who's a wrestling fan, check that out. Anyway, back to the game.
Okay, so that was a successful run.
Ew.
When everyone's back, so someone's here when the paper bird comes back. I was wondering if I could switch out this chainmail of lightning resistance at my Church of Tyr for one of their legendary Horns of Valhalla. They are same rarity.
A what of Valhalla?
A Horn of Valhalla.
Oh,
You go,
horn. Yeah, yeah.
and it summons a bunch
I
of...
heard cord, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I could see that being a thing too, just like a one-stringed magical guitar and you just bling, it summons.
No, it
things.
would be 3-string. It's a chord. CHORD.
Haha.
They would potentially be willing. They don't have any in stock at the moment. They can have one brought in about a week or 10 day.
All right. That works. And Patience has faith in his church, so he leaves the chain mail here.
Well, it's a lawful good organization based on justice, so.
Yeah. If it gets stolen, they are the last person anyone should suspect of it.
Which makes them the best place to steal.
Yeah, and then I guess all of us are going over to Thazard Days. Or I guess the two, I mean, we can all go. I'm not taking the dragon stuff because I don't know how he wants it. I don't want to just drop it in the middle of the shop.
As you're about to leave, you see the halfling Finn walking up. He's like, "So, I'm back?"
Looks to Patience.
We found a better offer.
Better than mine?
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
30,000.
We've already sold it.
No, yeah, we've already committed to the deal, and I'm afraid we're
We've
not
already-
accepting any more bids at this time.
We've already committed to the deal, and we cannot alter it further.
It's like, who's you sell it to? Maybe I can buy it from them.
As
I'm
part of our
afraid it's-
contract agreement, we are not to disclose that information.
His name is Nunya.
Nanya, I've heard that name before.
Patience's
like how
hand
Patience
goes
is
back like
trying
this, and I
diplomacy,
assume Serene is like
and
high
Serene's
five.
like, nah, fuck that. Fuck this guy.
Like, well, disappointing. But if you guys ever come into possession of dragon remains of a whole dragon, especially if you find one that's complete, I will offer you at least 100 grand if you get a complete dragon for me.
Okay.
So, we'll keep that under
Goddamn my
advisement.
dwarven greediness.
Your hands must itch like crazy right now.
If this was a cartoon, her eyes just turn to the dollar signs. Like,
I'm like
McDuck.
fucking Scrooge McDuck
Cha-ching.
right now.
Unfortunately, sir, and she does like a point thing at his chest. We don't want anything. So if you take your little behind and get out of our shop right now before I slice your head off.
Is that intimidation?
Please.
Buddy, I'm playing with other people online right now. Not with you.
How rude! He just runs away. He's like,
Just like
Can
Terry.
I, from the corner, just like cast minor illusion and give Serene like a back halo of like dark light, just like emanating around her, like it's looming in.
You can.
That's 22 intimidation.
I was gonna
He's
say
already
you can,
gone.
but considering he wrote a 1, he had a charisma of basically like, or a wisdom of 0.
Yeah.
You can only intimidate so far until you like.
Hey, Jenks, here's a time for you to practice your presto, lad. Clean up aisle 1.
He's like, oh, that's what I have to do at the school all the time.
And then she goes behind the bar and she pours herself some whiskey and she just downs it. and
Cheers.
Yeah,
Patience
for some reason,
slides.
wizards don't have bathrooms. They just pee in the corner and prestidigitate it away. Weird.
Patience just slides over at the bar and pours her another drink and's like, you know, that was pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie.
Too bad she's resistant to fire, so.
Oh.
Okay, Terry. Okay.
He's so excited. He's like, no, you laughed. You play with me right now.
So,
Callie, I sent you something in the Discord.
So who's all going with us to Thazard Days to pick up our goodies? Oh shit, we never decided which of those potions we wanted.
there's the potions or.
Oh, I thought it was both.
Because all those items were equal to
Oh,
the
okay.
dragon.
So one of the super rare items, or 2 of 3 of the potions.
Yeah, you did more than one
Okay.
potion because they're one-use items.
Okay.
There's also dwarven armor if you didn't miss that. But the dwarven plate.
Oh. Technically, I don't think any of us can use the dwarven.
No, but that's just
No,
something I offered.
I think the 2 fighters can use the dwarven plate. Let's see, just for the sake of seeing what it does, what the dwarven plate does.
Prevents you from being moved.
Oh yeah, that's not that great.
It's not.
Oh, my
+2
brain
to
was
plate.
thinking the Ifriti chain or the dwarven thrower.
Hmm.
Those are the
So-
really cool ones.
Oh,
You have.
I'm
if the
thinking
church
the
does not
tail.
have the horn, maybe dimensional shackles.
They do have a set of those in the back. They could
Okay.
exchange.
Patience would go with those instead, though.
Guy hands them to you. He's like, kinky.
Well, I mean, it'd stop any fiends from getting away.
That's what we use them for.
You just like closed the curtain and there were like fuzzy handcuffs and stuff. That's totally what we use them for. Yep. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we're lawful good doesn't mean we don't have kinks.
Doing king shame. Yeah, we're going to Thazard Days. I'm gonna pick up a cool staff. Maybe go back to a staff for a while.
So you walk in, comes out from the back. That's when you walk in. There's that little bell that's like,
Yeah.
bell. He's like, oh, you guys are back. Welcome, welcome.
We did. Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of Dragon Skin in school.
Oh, you giving it to me for free?
No, hell no.
I mean,
Trade. We were thinking that we like the staff. Or I like the staff. Is that acceptable to everyone in the party?
it's like, cool, cool. Let me go get it. Goes in the back. Comes out. Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
Sorry, I sent a private message. Paused everything.
She does like the
That's not
no,
private.
that's not private.
Well, I mean, for us, for
Oh.
Zoom. in Zoom.
Oh, okay. She's gonna do the cool monk thing where she spins it real fast, like she was gonna deflect missiles with it.
Careful. Careful.
Hmm?
It's very loud and shocking if you do it the wrong way.
Really?
Thunder and Lightning.
I'm gonna have to play with this later. When you say loud and shocking, do you mean I should not do this in an enclosed space like our room in the tavern?
Like maybe not in a building period.
It
Okay.
can, depending on how small your room is.
Okay.
So, when are you going to deliver the items?
We were wondering how you wanted us to. I figured it'd be kind of rude to just show up in your shop and drop you a dragon corpse
I
right
can
on your
send
counter.
a couple employees to pick it up tonight.
Okay.
Whatever they say, don't listen to them. You're like bad-mouthing me.
I hate that none of the rest of us know what it looks like in the back, because Patience is the only nosy fucker in the party.
You've seen him do it multiple times, and none of you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go investigate too."
I figured he'd tell us if it was so important.
Oh, also, none of you asked.
I was going to say, is this something? Is this something that she brings up as they're like walking out or whatever?
Thing is, I don't know that there's anything weird back there, because
Right,
Ben
but what
is
is-
under the impression that if Patience thought it was a big deal, he'd tell us. Yeah, so...
Patience values privacy.
Mhm.
Did I don't remember if I ever saw anything out of the ordinary over there, though.
Not just patience, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, Patience is already out of the
As
ordinary.
Patience looks in the mirror, and he swears he can see a halfling with hazelnut hair, and he just looks in horror, like, what have I become?
With little pointy ears. And
Yes.
So,
Lots of pockets.
There's a giant lance for a dragon in the background.
I'm sorry to
so...
destroy your brain there with that comment.
It's true, though. Truth just
Yes.
hurts. It's no big deal.
with the coinage that we just got from Embrick, we are now sitting on just under 31,000.
As you do that, you just see a guy walk by. He's like, "Damn! Can I get a hold? Can I get some?"
31.
Is he like a beggar, or is he just a rando on the street?
Rando on the street.
That's when you added the end of that of debt.
Yeah.
Sure, you can have some.
No, I'm good.
So, have we figured out what we're going to be doing with the rest of the stuff? Because I mean, we don't. Why we have what we have. But we could have more, and then we could.
I kind of like the idea of setting like a price suggestion for the kids and letting them do it.
Do what?
I think
You're talking about two different things. I think he's talking about what to do with the actual cash.
Oh! I thought you were talking about the excess treasure.
I think we should give 1,000 gold to the kids.
Excess.
Start at
There's
1,000
no such
gold,
thing.
and they try to do their business.
What you mean, like angel investors?
Yes, I've heard of a nobleman in I think probably Old Baldur's Gate named Ronald Rump, and his dad gave him 1,000 gold, and he became a successful businessman.
Oh God, no! You.
Yeah, I feel like if you give 1,000 gold to the children, they're gonna have 1,000 gold worth of candy.
Well,
the oldest one is 11.
What better way to learn the value of money? Once they go through it, we're not giving them anymore.
That doesn't teach them except how to buy a lot of candy at once.
They wanted to start a business. That was their idea originally.
And we guide them on it. We don't just give them 1,000 gold and say, go have fun with no guidance whatsoever.
So, as you're talking and you enter into,
back home into the tavern.
Back home to tavern, you see Volo's like, "Hey!
Hey! Don't say shit, patience.
The kids were telling me that you were
shit? What?
Selling some things and doing really well with business and had items and were ready to franchise and stuff. So I'm actually going to I'm almost finished my book on the haunted locations of Waterdeep. It's at the publisher now for editing.
What?
But I had an idea for a new book.
Mm-hmm.
But I need some capital, and to the money from that, from those books come in. Can I borrow some?
What other areas you know that have famous hauntings? If we were going to branch out, I look back at everybody.
This is
What's the new book going to be on?
The new book is going to be on the celestial choirs of Mount Celestia.
So you want us to fund you a vacation to the 7 mounting heavens?
It's for research. I need to research as much as I can.
You know what? I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something, Volo. I might put up for that, but I insist on coming along to make sure that my investment is not wasted.
I haven't wasted any of your investments in the past.
No, but this is a really extraordinary request you have, son. You're asking us to send you to the outer planes.
The angels are just like, ew, you're just covered in sin. Gross.
Well, I mean, there's an idea. I have my other ideas if I can get the money for that.
Well, I mean, if you don't want me to tag along, then you must not want to write the book all that badly, then do you?
I work best alone. It's very dangerous. Many adventurers who've tried coming in the past have died.
I hear his main strategy is he polymorphs himself into a fern. No one suspects.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think probably the biggest...
What dangers are you expecting to face in Mount Celestia?
Maybe being bored to death.
Oh, you underestimate the angels.
Oh, no, I was just...
I mean, as long as you don't have any, like, dark intent in your heart, you should be fine, yeah?
No.
No?
Well,
That's
I mean...
I want to investigate.
I don't know.
Okay,
Where's the Dwarven gods chill out?
Mount Celestia.
Definitely Mount Celestia.
Yeah, like...
No, Arcadia. Aren't they in Arcadia?
No, they're lawful good more.
There's like a giant mountain in Arcadia that the
Thana
Dwarven
is
gods are
lawful
from.
good.
I was just going to say, I'm a little more on the chaotic alignment, so I might not be quite as welcome there.
So, if that seems a bit far-fetched, let's see on my list of books.
Well, now back up a minute. Did you not just say that you had finished writing a book on local hauntings?
Yeah, it's at the editors now. So
do you have a
Meanwhile, the editors.
A manuscript?
Early
Do you have a
copy?
manuscript of that? Yeah, advance copy.
Well, we were promised one once it's actually published.
It's at the editors, my manuscript. When she's finished editing, then she will give me the proofs, and then that's when you guys get yours.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
the editors are like, "Jeez, they do not know how to format. Oh my god, I hate my job."
God
8
damn it,
periods.
Follow! Stop writing in fucking cursive! Because it's all probably handwritten, because it's...
This is a horrible cover. What? Why? Why?
Is this coffee? Blood? What?
I mean, it's better than that romance
blood.
novel I had to edit the other day.
Ooh.
He's like,
Right then.
"Oh, I had my third guide to Baldur's Gate. I've heard some shit's going down there. I was going to
Really?
investigate.
Threequels are not where it's at
State
now.
Forever.
I mean, it's close. I'm going.
Probably
I
a couple decades.
I had started, but I have not finished a book on the navigational skills of goblins of the North and Savage Coast.
Is there a really disgustingly awful punny title involved with this? Because that's a weirdly specific kind of category to be writing on.
Little did we
fascinated
know,
me.
he polymorphed himself into a goblin, and he's the one that fucked us over the whole time.
Well, you see, a couple years ago, I was with a group of goblins, and it took us forever to get anywhere, because apparently they have really bad navigation, and it just fascinated me how they work. So I was going to investigate that. Let's see. A book on Silvery Moon. Yeah, Volo's Guide to Silvery Moon. Volo's Guide to Ancient Nethril. Volo's Guide to Neverwinter, I think I
So
said
for
that.
this
Volo's
list,
Guide
is
to-
it just a list of the titles, or does he have a list and then, like, plot points underneath?
Some were just titles, some have a little bit more to it. He's like, It's Volo's Guide to Zarkara, Volo's Guide to Mazdaca, Volo's Guide to Volo's Guides.
The complete encyclopedia.
Volo's Guide to
Wow.
Ravnica. I've never been there. What is that? What?
I don't know. I just heard the name. It sounded fine. But yeah. I was
Yeah.
just wondering, you know, you guys
Wait,
have been good to me in the past.
wait a minute. He's plane shifted, hasn't he?
Volo?
Yes.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to think about it and look at what liquid resources we currently have.
Oh, also thank you for the one house investigation you did.
Yeah, it fucking sucked. The place was terrible. Do not go inside.
Volo's Guide to the Dread Realms. Volo's
Right? You might find their
I mean, that
immortality
actually
doesn't
would be
work over
really
there.
useful.
Volo's Guide to Baltimore.
The
Volo's
downside
Guide
is
to
Volo's
Cleveland.
not exactly the most
Those are
combat-oriented guy, and typically the only surefire way of getting out that we've found is killing the fucking Dreadlord.
Oh, from what I
mean,
hear, there's a couple other ways out. One is something called the Soul thing. It's
Train?
pretty- Yeah, it's a triangular device someone told me about.
What the fuck did we do with that?
We did nothing with it. It's in the woods somewhere.
No, there's on
No,
top of
it's still on top of the fucking yawning portal.
Meanwhile, at the yawning portal,
Not
Durnan's
anymore.
looking at it in the one room. I don't know if it's art. I
No,
don't
it was
know.
on the roof.
Yeah, they moved it down. Mert's next to him. They're like, "What the fuck does this do?" Oh no, it's on the roof.
Oops.
BRB, and I head to the gun portal post haste.
I like how we constantly forget, like, artifact level shit that we have. I vaguely remember something about, like, 10th level magic paint that we have.
One little vial.
One
that
little
paint left.
vial that we were like, definitely do not use until we think about it for forever. And then we immediately forgot about it, never thought about it.
One application of
Classic
Hard
adventures.
magic. Yeah.
So, at the yawning portal, just slammed the doors open. I'm like, what happened?
People are just like, "Hey, patient."
Santa's going with. It's
What-
been a while since we've been to.
could I see the device at all on the roof?
They moved it by now.
I'm going to interrogate Volo a little bit about just some of the other hauntings that he remembers where they're like not completely hostile assholes and might actually want to talk to somebody.
Are you trying to franchise with other ghosts?
Oh god, this is going to turn into Ravnica.
He gives you a list of 2 other places that have what he describes as benevolent ghosts. One's a small house in Castle Ward, and the other one is a old abandoned brewery in Tradesward.
Perfect. Serene, you want to go check out the brewery?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yay,
Get
split up the
another
party.
Take the phone.
I'll take a stone. Yeah. We'll take a fell stone.
What the fuck is that sound? It's a goddamn caravan, I think.
I know.
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know.
It sounded like popcorn to me.
Yeah, I was about to say, it
Yeah.
sounded muffled.
Like someone microwaving popcorn in the other room.
Patience. So those of you who went to the yawning portal,
Yeah, I think we
Dirty
split the
comes from
party
the
straight in
back. He's
half.
like, I already gave you permission to go down, Patience.
No,
Oh,
we were looking.
okay, so there's a weird triangular device thingy we kind of left parked on the roof. What happened to it?
You're the ones who left that.
Yeah.
Oops.
What happened to it?
It's in the back.
Okay, thank you. I run to the back. If he
It's
doesn't
locked.
stop.
He's like, dude,
Uh,
How the fuck are we gonna get it out of here, Patience? Even if he lets us take it.
One step at a
kind of
time.
abandon it on his roof.
he's like, you want it back?
We were hoping, yeah.
Would you like it delivered to your rival
Road?
inn?
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
where would we put it
Michael.
at the end? In the stable?
How big is it
On the
again?
roof?
Big enough for 4 of you to sit in it.
It's a car.
Oh right. That fucking thing.
Basically.
That's fucking, right. The dimensional DeLorean.
The one where it's like you either plane shift or your soul gets sucked into it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that business.
It's a garage.
Yeah. I was gonna say, didn't we just
remember.
like get rid of our horses? We can put them in the stables.
We got rid of 2 of the horses.
God,
2 of
our
5. We still have 3 other horses.
God, our stables are a garage. It's just filled with junk.
Basically. Don't we have an attic?
Sorry,
Can
Ned
I see
and Ted.
or no, I think I might have the map of the inn posted on the
Could we maybe
Yes,
like build
we
out a little
do have
extension
a
with a landing
attic
platform for it?
storage and attic bedroom.
Yeah, the thing is I think somebody we have attic storage. We can put
Yeah.
it in the attic.
That won't fit through the hallway to get to the attic.
Hold on. Do we have anybody has reduce and large?
No.
That only works in creatures, not targets.
What are stealth?
Also, no, I do not.
Oh shit, I never wrote down. Oh no, I did. Okay, hang on.
Maybe one of you has the idea that we hire some stonemasons to build an outbuilding next to the tavern for the thing to go into. We build a garage for the car.
Do we have room for that?
In the yard?
You don't really have much of a yard.
Yeah, we don't really have a ton of space.
Yeah, water deep yards.
Yeah, like okay, I don't know how well you can see it. That's our house, the one that's circled.
Yeah.
We don't have a ton of space. That only little teeny tiny little block of space here.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we built the stables. We don't
That
really
takes up the
have a
entire
lot
room?
more space. Probably.
Can we build a second story on it and put a ramp on there?
We could consider. We could conceivably put a second story on the stables.
I mean, you know,
All we would need to do is assemble the ramp.
Get a bunch of like winches and whatnot to lift it up.
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to probably talk to Callie. You see
Will.
a carpenter.
We will consider doing that.
Cost a couple 100 gold, maybe 1,000, depending on how you want it.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about putting locks on it because if anybody
Patience.
tries to break in and steal it, they have to.
Patience, should we
That time.
should we give I can't remember his name. The owner of the tavern. Durnan some coinage for his trouble for getting this thing off his roof.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You have the
You'd be
group
surprised
spell.
how many random things end up in the back. Lots of dead adventurers come through here.
I will say that for looking out for our strange device and delivering it, how's 100 gold sound?
Okay.
Yeah. So patience, we should maybe head home and figure out what the fuck we're gonna do with this thing once we get it home.
Yep.
Who is that?
Durnan.
Apparently.
Yep.
Yes.
Do we have a name for this thing?
Rift Spanner.
Catchy.
A quite evil artifact. I mean, powered by souls that are destroyed in its use.
Yeah, so I guess we're heading home. Thanadis gonna get a good strong drink or two though first.
Mm-hmm. So, Rogh and Serene go to a haunted brewery. Trades word.
Should we?
You go. It's a relatively abandoned, broken down building. Doors little like squeaky.
I'm gonna open the door and peer in and hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in.
You go in. As you go in, your hat just gets lifted off your head and put on the peg next to the door.
Oh. Oh, I like this one. Hello. Are you able to make yourself known? Seen? Heard?
See.
See, I don't have speak with dead.
You don't usually need to speak with dead to speak with ghosts.
No, but if they want to talk back. You know, I don't think I actually have any magic here that would help. I'm just going to start looking around and exploring the tavern grounds, or the brewery area.
I will as well.
You guys should call us and let us know where you are. Thana has
Well,
the
you
other
had it.
stone, I think.
We told
No,
you
you
when we were...
didn't. We left, and then you were
right.
you continued to talk to Volo.
Oh, well, okay. That would have been a thing to do on the way there.
Okay.
Serene, as you go in, you just feel this slight pressure in your back, like someone's giving you a massage.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Stops. It's like,
we don't know each other that well. No. Only with ghosts that I've had a committed relationship with. Thanks.
Wow.
sorry.
Oh. So, what's the state of the building like, since the communication with our friend here might have to wait for them?
Just repair. It'd probably take quite a bit to get back to brewery status.
How much estimate, like if I had to make an estimate on the costs to renovate this place and flip it, get it back to service?
Sure. Thana might know because you're not a brewer, so you're not quite sure there's brewery prices. If there's an inn, you might be able to estimate that.
Okay, well, let's start with that then, because I'm assuming it wouldn't have quite as much upkeep costs as a brewery, and it would make a good starting point.
Probably, how much did it take to get Troll's Call up and out of?
Which, don't we have a little light brewing operation in the bottom under there anyway?
That's maybe not sanctioned by the guild. Definitely not sanctioned by the guild.
Oh, right. Unlicensed bootlegger.
Mm-hmm. As long as I'm not selling it to other taverns, I think I'm good.
You can just claim it's your personal supply.
I keep trying to get accepted, but they're an exclusive assholeish bunch.
Why can I not find the price?
Oh, hey, I have that flame tongue short sword if anybody is interested in it. Since I've got the staff.
No, thank you.
It does require attunement, though.
Oh, well, it was
Maybe I'll put
very
it on
cheap
the
for this
list
one.
then.
So probably about, yes, maybe 3 to 5,000 to try and get it into a workable condition.
Hmm.
And that's just to renovate. That's not to throw in all the supplies and stuff.
And the
Okay.
magical enchantments. Well, we won't need it if we have an actual ghost.
Ghost, ghost, ghost.
Yes, no, we know you're here. We've spoken to Volo about you.
Olo, Olo, Olo.
What a dick. Ugh.
Yeah, no. So just so you know, the reason we're here is we were thinking maybe we might try and buy the place and turn it into some place that people would come and drink and have a good time. And we thought maybe you'd like to help with that.
No hands, hands, hands.
No, but you're very entertaining all the same. And how did you get me a hat?
Magic.
Oh, well, it's as well then. Anything else you'd like to do?
Ah,
Oh, no.
For those
Oh.
wondering, I put into the Zoom chat that he gave a good massage for no hands. Unless it wasn't his hands. Scotty!
Oh, Scott's dead.
I think he's blushing. You kind of are.
No.
Hey, I heard weird sounds. You're not tearing things up, are you?
Nope.
All right. So,
What is it? That's not food. That's a book. That's a book.
Oh, you can't see it, but he's got his paws up on the chair next to Kevin.
I'll tell you what.
What are you doing, buddy? You just jumped up next to me for once.
Oh, he
never
never
does
does that.
I know.
It's probably because I have a lawn chair on my side and he doesn't like sitting on the lawn chair.
No. Good boy. Don't jump onto my lap. You're heavy. Anyway. Stop trying to jump on my lap.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to take 2 torches out of my pack, and I'm going to set them on the nearest horizontal surface. And if you'd like for us to renovate your place and bring some more folks around, you can roll the left torch off to the ground. Otherwise, roll the right one and we'll leave you alone.
He rolls both. Or it rolls both. It's just...
Okay. Well,
He's
This will
actually
be
a poltergeist.
oh, this could be expensive.
So, as Patience and Athena
Alright.
start to arrive,
You guys
So-
went to a haunted house without me? You know I love haunted houses.
Yes, well, we were trying to find
It's
the
a
ones that
haunted
weren't.
brewery. That's so much better.
Well, that's why I wanted to pick it out. It was gonna be a surprise, but you know.
as
I believe
Athena's
that
there,
was
you
the
notice her
plan.
beard starts getting braided.
There's a fair amount of mischief, but I'm not sure just how benevolent he's going to be. So far, they haven't decided to harm us yet, but they're very tricksy. So we might
I
have
mean-
a genuine poltergeist. So
As long as it's not harmfully.
well, let's just let's invest in some shatterproof mugs, or at least make sure that we have a mending spell on hand.
We can get wooden ones. Or metal ones. That's not that hard.
Oh, okay, metal tankard, sure, but like a good glass mug for a beer is pretty classy. You don't want wooden mugs.
Well, yeah, but unbreakable glass mugs are going to be pretty expensive, especially when we're starting off.
I suppose
I'm
we
just
can look
saying.
up to it.
And besides, the metal tankards and the metal or wooden tankards would go really well with the like sort of industrial rough tone vibe of the brewery.
I suppose maybe you're right.
I don't have
Speaking of
carpentry skills, but I do have fucking every other tool in the book almost.
We're already
I
looking
have-
at about maybe $3,000 to $5,000 to get it set up for just the
I have Smith's tools and Tinker's tools and stone cutting. Can I get a better gauge of how much it would cost to fix this place up other than Rogue's 2 to 5?
Really depends on what you end up wanting it to be.
Okay, that's valid.
Because there's a lot more, it's more expensive to bring it back up as a brewery than it would be a, restaurant of some sort because of the materials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you could get your certification from the guild, certainly we'd want to be expanding operations, yes?
I would like that, but I don't know how hard or expensive it's going to be to get that certification.
It's very competitive because they like to keep the amount of brewers down so that you don't get...
I'm sorry. The dog fucking fucked off and went upstairs, and then all of a sudden we just see bounce, 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 his ball just roll down the stairs unaccompanied, and then he followed it down.
That's funny.
Yeah, so
I was just going to say is, I hate to be that guy, but honestly, what's the point in having influence if you don't ever leverage it? We know
That's
a couple
valid.
of the lords. Do you think maybe if we asked a few discreet questions, we could find somebody to apply a little leverage to the guild and let you in?
We could. How many people do we know in the Brewers Guild? Do we know anybody other than that one contact I talked to right when we first started? The other thing is when I first talked to them, we didn't even have the tavern up and running yet. So we didn't really have any social standing, and he had no way of gauging how good or bad my brewing, how good or bad my beers were.
Maybe
now we've been
instead
working for like a year or so now, right?
Aye, close to that.
You were saying patience?
Maybe instead of trying to start up as a tavern, maybe start it up as a brewery building first, and then go from there. That's how most... Well,
The
I'm
thing
thinking
is, I
real
feel
life.
like
That's how most modern taverns work.
The brewery, though, the thing is, the brewery would be more expensive because we would have to buy all new equipment.
But then you could file yourself for the
Large-scale
guild.
brewing. Okay, so hang on.
Have with the distillers and brewers is Hammond Craddock, who is a male Alaskan. He actually comes by every month to tell you about the new stock and to make sure you get the fresh, newest stuff.
The Alaskan,
because I have
I believe,
small
are
scale beer.
pretty much like Nords from Skyrim, right? They're the pale blonde.
I think so, yeah.
Might be. I don't remember my geography as well as Blake.
Yeah, the issue is that to start it as a brewery, one, it's expensive because we have to buy all new equipment because this place is completely empty, and two, we're not legally allowed to do that until I've been accepted into the guild because this would be large scale production. I'm not allowed to do large scale production if I'm not in the guild. The only reason that I'm getting away with what I do at home is because it only goes into our tavern.
Aye, and you do understand that all of this is hypothetical planning for the future. I am not talking about doing this tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
So, but my question here is, do you think it'd be worth the investment? Once you have your approval, once you have your licensing, you think this place might be good to set up for that?
That was my goal initially. When we first got the tavern, I was really excited to join the Brewers Guild. But it wasn't a possibility then, but now it maybe could. I do think though that it might be what ward are we in? We're in Trades Ward?
Yeah.
Aye, this place is in Trades Ward.
Not far away.
It's on the other side.
Okay, so Castle Ward is where we are. Or no, we're in North Ward. Trades Ward is all the way down here. So honestly, having it as like a little bit of both, I would say start it as a tavern. Or let's talk to the guild and see if I can get accepted.
I mean, if you don't have a brewery to make the beer, then we're not going to have a very good time for our tavern here. So maybe
we would just buy stock if we don't get accepted into the guild, like we do at home. Because Thana doesn't provide all of the booze that we have at home because my little like homemade stuff in the basement is not enough to supply a full ass tavern.
No, clearly not. My point being though is if we don't develop the infrastructure in the brewery side, how are we ever going to be able to supply our own stock for our own taverns, let alone resell out as a distributor?
That's valid. Okay, so I say let's go talk to the Brewers Guild. And then maybe figure out who the fuck owns this place. Who owns this building?
I'm sure we could check the Register of Deeds. We just go down to the records.
Yeah.
Public records.
Were we gonna go see like the?
Oh yeah, we need to see a cleric or something first.
Yeah.
to see somebody about our embedded metal of winter.
You mean why we're so cool all the time?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Is that what you were going for, Callie? Or
Yeah.
Damn caravan.
It's a
Trade
ghost
board.
horse.
It's always so loud.
that would be a place to go see. So next time we will check the deed, check the brewers, and check your shards of winter that are inside your body potentially. Though knowing this group, next week we would do none of those three, and instead we'd probably
go shopping.
Yeah, probably go shopping, buy a boat, and then travel to Schalt or something.
Yep.
You need the rest of that dragon corpse. Rogh is not going to let that go.
Well, yeah, but step at a time.
So, with that, do we have any after game plugs?
I'll do, but I'll go last.
Friday is vaccine game. They're maybe fighting dinosaurs with guns strapped to their back. That's a thing that I threw in there.
Very retro.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be wild. I'm excited. Yeah. Oh, and Saturday is Trackless Sea, right?
Yes, as once again, the group is nowhere near the Trackless Sea. In fact, they're in an entirely different multiverse. In Ravnica, from Magic the Gathering. May or may not be in a war about sparks.
Yeah, something like that.
As they're in the end game and 18th level.
Yeah, we are. Shit,
And,
I forgot that part.
Callie, was there anything?
Tonight on Power Score RPG, Dungeon Academy, hopefully. We're in hell. The duck's a devil. You know, the usual.
It happens.
I think someone really wants to visit the realm of kobolds for some reason.
Yeah, that
Very
would be
foolishly, the gnome's like, I'm gonna go to the realm of kobolds.
She really, really, really wanted to meet Krish Crash. And on Tuesday at 4 o'clock on Heroes Without Limits, I'm going to be on it as a guest.
Yay!
As I'm playing a nymph.
It's cool.
I've never played a homebrew before, so it's it's gonna be great. I'm excited. I have to continue to create my character sheet by Tuesday. So, yay.
It's a living, right?
Yeah.
And then Sunday is this again.
Yep. And if you don't have any other announcements, Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, run Descent into Avernus. The group might have just got a shield that has some sentience in it of some powerful being that calls themselves the Hidden Lord. They're looking for this infernal puzzle box or something in the Duke's estate, one of the Duke's estates in Baldur's Gate. So we'll see where they go from there this Wednesday.
The limit configuration.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh look, Pinhead. Well, if that, also again, thank you to Sirenscape for the ambient sound. Link above Scotty's head. And I believe that's it. So
Yeah.
So with that, we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Sure.
Yeah, they hear you crying.